Welcome to the discussion. Today we're diving into the 2024 AI Index Report, a comprehensive look at the state of artificial intelligence. It's a massive report covering everything from technical advancements to public perception.
Indeed, and it's a crucial report released at a time when AI's impact on society is more pronounced than ever.
The report highlights some surprising findings. For instance, AI is surpassing human performance on certain benchmarks, but not all.
That's right. We're seeing impressive multimodal models like GPT-4 and Gemini, but they still struggle with complex reasoning and factual accuracy.
It seems the cost of training these frontier models is also skyrocketing. Let's start with Chapter 1, Research and Development. The report shows industry is dominating frontier AI research. What are your thoughts on that trend?
It's a significant shift. The resources required, data, compute power, funding, are simply beyond the reach of most academic institutions. Industry has the scale to train these massive models.
The report estimates the training cost of GPT-4 at $78 million and Gemini Ultra at $191 million. That's staggering.
Absolutely. This disparity in resources has major implications for the future of AI research. It raises questions about equitable access and the potential for a concentration of power in the hands of a few large corporations.
And yet, the report also highlights a surge in open source AI research. How do you reconcile these seemingly contradictory trends?
It's a complex picture. While the most powerful models remain closed, the open source community is thriving, contributing significantly to innovation and accessibility. Two-thirds of new large language models released in 2023 were open source.
Moving on to Chapter 2, Technical Performance, the report details AI's progress across various benchmarks. What stood out to you?
The emergence of multimodal AI is a game changer. Models are no longer limited to single modalities. They're handling text, images, and even audio with increasing fluency. This opens up a vast range of new applications.
The report also mentions the development of harder benchmarks. Why is that necessary?
Because models are reaching performance saturation on older benchmarks, we need more challenging tests to push the boundaries of AI capabilities and identify areas for improvement. New benchmarks like SWE Bench for coding and MMMU for general reasoning are examples of this trend.
And what about the role of human evaluation in benchmarking?
It's becoming increasingly important. As generative models produce increasingly high-quality outputs, human judgment is needed to assess aspects like creativity, aesthetics, and ethical implications that automated metrics struggle to capture.
Chapter 3 focuses on responsible AI. The report highlights a significant lack of standardization in responsible AI reporting. Why is this a problem?
It makes it incredibly difficult to compare the risks and limitations of different models. Leading developers use different benchmarks, making systematic comparisons nearly impossible. This lack of standardization hinders efforts to understand and mitigate potential harms.
The report also discusses the ease of generating and difficulty of detecting political deepfakes. What are the implications of this?
The potential for manipulation of public opinion and interference in elections is very real. The technology is readily available, and current detection methods are not foolproof. This necessitates a multi-pronged approach involving technological solutions, media literacy, and robust regulatory frameworks.
The report also touches on copyright issues with LLM outputs.
Yes, LLMs can generate outputs that contain copyrighted material. Determining whether this constitutes infringement is a major legal challenge with significant implications for both creators and AI developers.
Let's turn to the economic aspects in Chapter 4. The report shows a decline in overall AI private investment, but a surge in generative AI investment. How do you interpret this?
It suggests a shift in investor priorities. While overall investment may be cooling, there's a strong belief in the transformative potential of generative AI, driving significant funding into this specific area.
The report also examines AI's impact on jobs. What are the key findings?
The picture is mixed. While there's been a decline in AI-related job postings in some sectors, studies suggest AI is boosting worker productivity and potentially bridging the skill gap between low and high-skilled workers. However, proper oversight is crucial to prevent negative impacts.
The report also notes a significant increase in mentions of AI in Fortune 500 earnings calls.
This reflects the growing integration of AI into business strategies. Companies are increasingly recognizing AI's potential to reduce costs, increase revenue, and improve efficiency. Generative AI is a particularly prominent theme in these discussions.
Chapter 5 is a new edition this year, focusing on AI in science and medicine. What are some of the key advancements highlighted?
The report showcases AI's role in accelerating scientific discovery. AlphaDev developed faster sorting algorithms, while GNOGN facilitated materials discovery. In medicine, we're seeing AI systems improve diagnostic accuracy and enhance pandemic prediction.
The report mentions GPT-4 MedPrompt achieving impressive accuracy on the MEDQA benchmark.
This demonstrates the potential for LLMs to possess significant clinical knowledge. The fact that this was achieved through prompt engineering rather than extensive fine-tuning is particularly noteworthy.
And what about the increasing number of FDA-approved AI-related medical devices?
This reflects AI's growing integration into real-world medical applications. The number has increased dramatically over the past decade, indicating a significant shift in how AI is being used in healthcare.
Chapter 6 examines AI education. The report shows a continued rise in CS bachelor's graduates, but a leveling off in master's and PhD graduates.
This might reflect a shift in the job market, with more opportunities in industry attracting graduates away from academia. The report also highlights a concerning trend of decreasing international students in CS programs in North America.
Chapter 7 covers policy and governance. The report shows a sharp increase in AI-related regulations in the U.S.
This reflects growing concerns about the potential risks of AI, particularly in areas like deepfakes and election interference. The EU's AI Act is another significant development, establishing a risk-based regulatory framework.
The report also highlights the increasing mentions of AI in global legislative proceedings.
This underscores the global nature of the AI policy debate. Policymakers worldwide are grappling with the challenges and opportunities presented by AI. The US and EU are leading the way in terms of regulatory efforts, but many other countries are also actively engaged.
Chapter 8 focuses on diversity in AI. The report shows that while ethnic diversity is increasing in North American CS programs, significant gender gaps persist.
This is a persistent challenge across all levels of CS education, both in North America and Europe. While progress is being made, the rate of change is slow, and concerted efforts are needed to address these disparities.
The report also examines diversity at AI conferences, specifically the WIML workshop at NURIPS.
The WIML workshop is an important initiative to support women in machine learning. While attendance has been high, it still represents a relatively small percentage of overall NURIPS attendance, highlighting the need for continued efforts to promote inclusivity in the field.
Finally, Chapter 9 explores public opinion on AI. The report shows growing awareness of AI's potential impact, coupled with increased nervousness.
This is a key finding. The public is becoming increasingly aware of AI's potential benefits and risks. This awareness is driving demand for responsible AI development and robust regulatory frameworks.
The report also reveals pessimism about AI's economic impact.
Many people are concerned about job displacement and the potential for AI to exacerbate existing inequalities. Addressing these concerns through reskilling initiatives and thoughtful policy is crucial.
The report also highlights the widespread awareness and use of ChatGPT. The 2024 AI Index report paints a complex picture of the current state of AI. It highlights impressive technical advancements, but also underscores the critical need for responsible development, robust regulation, and increased diversity within the field.